Here with my laughter. Oh wow! Yeah.
Do me a wonderful dandy fiasco laugh. I would love that. We've still got captions though, just to make you all aware.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Are we
bear with us, everybody? Bear with us.
Can we just charade today?
Sure, yeah. Wow, Dandy, wow. Sound good? We back? We on? Can you hear me out there?
We are back.
We see you. Do you hear us?
We see you. We hear you.
Yeah! Yay! Okay, tell them good jokes again.
I don't know. I feel like I wasted all the good jokes now, and it'll just come across as fake. But I'll give it my best shot. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us. We're sorry, but we're here now. It's us. It's loving the time of Mechs. Did you miss us? You should work on your aim. Hey, it's a better.
Okay, it's somehow better the second time.
Good one, Darcy. Did you come up with that one on the spot?
I did. That was completely on the fly.
Whoa.
Improv. You should take an improv comedy class. Hey, we don't have a lot of time. Shut up. Let's go. It's the beginning of the end. We've got 2 episodes left, so this is our finale. This is part 1 of a 2-part finale. We are heading to our final goal, the blockade of Free Sanjak. They're all here. Let's have them speed date introduce themselves by reminding you who they are, who they're playing, and a fun fact about themselves, because I really love to keep you all on your toes. I see the face Amelia's pulling. I'm not going to do it to her today. Angela, would you start us off, please?
Hello there, lovelies. My name is Amelia Musmogravejo. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Ariadne Belman, otherwise known as callsign Valkyrie, who is a big ball of feelings and leadership. And fun fact about me, I took about 11 hours to write a theme for no pay, and I was pretty happy about it, despite the fact that one lead guitar line took me 3 hours. That is all. I am not bitter about it at all.
Also, disclaimer for that, again, the personal information does not need to be disclosed. This is just a bit. These are just words that I say. Please don't anybody dox yourself.
Everyone, make Darcy feel terrible.
I don't know what order I'm going in. There's Angela. Let's go round that way. Let's go with Anne next. Hi, Anne.
Hi. My name is Anne, also known as XO_Girl Wonder. I play Lex McKenzie, aka Renegade, who likes to hack things and blow things up. Fun fact about me: in the 5th grade, I dressed up as the Pink Power Ranger for Halloween, and when I came into my class, my bully was dressed up as the Green Ranger. Awkward.
I love that. I love that so much.
That's
phenomenal.
Absolutely an enemies to lovers.
Amelia, you're up. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Amelia. My pronouns are she, her. You could find me on Twitter at am_rids_music. I am playing Talia, callsign Flatwound, who also uses she, her. And fun fact, I just moved, and the internet is probably the best internet I've had. And that's saying something because my computer still sucks.
That is fun. And rounding us off today, I nearly said finishing us off, but lol, sex jokes. It's Gas! Hi!
Hi, my name is Gaskinator, and I play Fiasco/Dandy, the male fail slip of a man. We all love him. Except for him, I think. And a fun fact about me is that I don't have a mustache for next week, actually. So it's it's so bad for us right now. We're really in dire straits between today and whenever finale next Wednesday. Jesus. Yeah. But I promise you will not see my bare face on this stream. I'll figure something out.
We'll make it happen. We always do. This Lance of Buddies for Life. We're gonna make it happen. So, hi, here we are. Welcome back. I'll remind you what's been going on because it's been a hot minute. Last time, the Harbingers secured their bounty. They were on a mission to collect a powerful digikey created and held by the infamous hacker known only as Hollow. And after tracking them to their snowy hideaway on Begum, which is spelled B-E-G-U-M, everybody thought I was saying beacon, but I wasn't. I was saying Begum. They discovered Hollow's identity as a group of near-identical clones and bartered away their most valued secrets and promised some favors in order to secure the Digikey. So now with it in their possession, they hope to break the blockade of a war-torn planet, even if only for a few days. We left them en route to that planet, a long journey across the system, with plenty of time to kill. So we did some downtime, and we're gonna quickly resolve those and see what everybody got up to. I would like to start with Ariadne, with your R&R, bit of time that you took for yourself. Would you like to tell us what you got up to as I just switch the scene?
Yep. So Valkyrie just decided to take some time to try and get her head straight. Not straight, because why? But she decided to reach out partially to see if there was any possibility of helping us get a lead into how we want to approach the blockade, and partially just to meet up with an old friend who is a bit of a sketchy fellow, but is definitely that like super supportive, but will also like fire under your ass kind of type person. And by the name of his name is Arthur, but no one ever refers to him by that. He always goes by Artie. The only people who call him Arthur are the kind of people who only know him by like an FBI file, which means they're not the kind of people who would interact with him still in the room. He would have long gone out of the room at that point.
Is this the guy you call when you need to bury a body? Is this who this is to Valkyrie?
I can neither confirm nor deny that action has been done by the previous group, but yes.
Perfect. You can please take the fifth on this. I will not let you incriminate yourself. So we discussed that Artie's the kind of guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, and actually managed to hop a shuttle. Responded to your outreach by getting on a shuttle and docking with the Epoch, coming to see you in person. You got a drink?
Yep.
How did that go?
Well, it went for the most part really well, and she brought up the need for the favor eventually after Artie just kind of... I imagine this is that moment where you insert a supportive friend, like full anime support in a friend who gives you supportive validating speech, but then also like this is done after they like punch you in the face to be like, snap out of it, damn it. Artie's kind of that person. Maybe not necessarily the punch, because Artie's shorter than me. He's a very dangerous person, but he's at max 5 feet tall, which I think is my favorite thing.
Dangerous things come in small packages. Everybody knows this.
Exactly. Shotgun incident just flew through my mind again. I thought I forgot it. It's right back at the center.
So he comes aboard. They will give you the support that you need. We'll get your head on straight. We'll definitely steal a bottle or two of the best liquor that you have lying about when you're not really paying much attention. Get the feeling that that's the kind of thing that you would probably let slide anyway, even if you did notice it.
I think partially in my head to try and forget about the fact that Artie is also the kind of person who likes favors being done for him.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Because I rolled a 7, which means that I have to do an immediate promise or favor for him. And I think Valkyrie's in a state of, after the last session, just wanting to like, I want to feel useful to somebody, and also more importantly, just useful to myself. I need that sense. So what do you need, Artie?
Well, given that Artie only sprung into existence like maybe 40 minutes ago, I'm going to ask you that. What is the kind of thing that he tends to ask for? If he's the kind of person who knows people who know things, I get the impression that they're really difficult to like buy for at Christmas because they just get everything themselves. Have you got one of those people in your lives?
That's me and my partner. We literally tell each other what we want for Christmas because this just avoids the problem of like, what if I guess and I get it right?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, but what if I guess and I get it wrong? No,
exactly.
We're avoiding that.
You maybe offer a few secrets or a couple of things that you've seen as you've been on this mission, and they just kind of go, yeah, I know, yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I saw that on the Omninet. That was cool. Yeah, you had that dust up with the shotgun thing, but then somebody broke their legs. That was really funny. It was great. What else you got? What's the kind of thing that they might need? Or is this just a favor that's going to hang over you?
No,
Something
I
to be
don't think
called
she
in
wants it.
later.
I think she wants it to be done immediately. Is there someone you would like me to introduce you to that you shouldn't be talking with otherwise?
Ooh.
For example, Carlisle.
I would love to... Can you give me Carlisle's number?
Yes. This is not the kind of thing I think she expected this direction to go. So I think she's definitely not like, you do know he has a partner, right? Like they're open, but
I'm not demanding. I just want a bit of the time and just look. Everybody has a crush on her, right? I'm not alone in this.
well, okay, fine. She's hot.
She's so hot.
All right, she's very hot. Yeah, it's a rare moment of Valkyrie just kind of going full like, yeah, no, yeah.
There's something about that energy. I just love that energy.
Yeah.
And the voice.
Oh, yes. God bless you, Darcy. But I
can
think
make fun of myself.
I think she goes full on. She does the face that I feel like every like woman-loving woman has had at least one point in their life where their eyes just kind of go wide when they think about how gay they are for a certain person. They're just like,
no, can't relate. Don't know what you're talking about.
Nope. Wow.
So
that was a big swallow right there.
Look, we all get emotional. We all touch on real feels, but as soon as you need to step back, you just let me know. It's all good.
But yeah, no, I think she's like, here is her number. This is normally for professional purposes.
Oh,
And she's the kind of woman who likes actions to demonstrate things, but she's also a very casual person.
Yeah. You know me. I'm super professional. I keep it professional. And you know I got actions. Don't you worry. This won't come back onto you. I'll keep it. Thank you.
Honestly, Artie, even if it does, just thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Feel better. Go kick some ass.
That punch really hurt.
Sorry. I didn't think you wanted me to pull it.
That's fair. It's okay.
Cool.
I think that was one of my original teeth.
I can get you a new one.
Nah, let's go with that.
Cool.
This is the end of this scene.
All right. And so for that, what have you gained? Like technically, you've got connected, and they will do you a favor.
I think
Sorry?
I think we're gonna insert comical like, oh, it just happened to know the like if there's a particular critical juncture point for any sort of resources or power or critical points of refueling of anything at the blockade. Conveniently, we know the schedule for like when a change of guard or like next set of people are coming in.
Perfect.
Like a very like the one of two down times that happen where folks are like, okay, I have to go change of guard essentially kind of moment. So we have an in that way. It's information.
You're essentially buying a Blades in the Dark flashback.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I like that a lot.
Best way to put it. That's
yeah.
I love Blades.
We steal things from everything. Art is stealing. We've already established this off stream. Great. Okay. I would like to move on to Lex. You did your own downtime. You got creative and you tried to reverse engineer a neurospike for your Pegasus.
Yeah, so, Lex is in full work mode. She's got like the multiple screens up and everything. There's, she's done research on what the neurospike is supposed to be, and she's just kind of tinkering on her own. And wasn't a complete failure, but needs more time. Not going to be ready on time, but
But it's in the works, so that's not a total loss.
It's also like one of her hyper fixations when she's just like, I need to get ready for a thing. I cannot screw
Must understand all tech now.
Must prepare for super important mission, like
that too.
Tunnel vision, and just like, and then
cool.
Eventually she's just like, I'm not getting it. What am I missing? So I think
mechanically it means that it was the same as Valkyrie's roll to get her jump jets. You're just missing a couple things. So you're missing either like some specific tools, a specific space, some specific materials, or something else that I can't quite remember. But basically you've got the info, you know how to do it. You just can't actually implement it yet. But your time will come.
Yeah, so I think for her it's just a matter of hold on, what was it? I think maybe not specialized tools, but like maybe like specialized code, because she doesn't have a Duskwing license, right? So she doesn't necessarily 100% know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she will probably need like specialized tools. Maybe her workspace isn't quite right. Like maybe she needs to do it on a different console. Mm-hmm. So those are the two things that I think maybe she's short on.
And that means if you get hold of those things, we can resolve that without a roll in your next downtime, whenever that may be. And then the other thing that happened for you is you took the bond power that lets the group do one extra downtime activity.
Absolutely.
What did you do with that?
So it's not what I did, but I imagine that at some point during this tunnel vision phase of her work, someone came to visit her asking to be taught something. Talia.
Talia just walks in with like another pint of ice cream. Who knows where she gets this from? You're like, could you help me out with something? Am I bothering you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Didn't need to knock. And then she closes the door behind her, where she's like, "Yeah, no, you totally needed to knock." But she turns down the space EDM, closes the door, and says, "So what can I do to help?"
I just wanted to do some. I know you're like the most of the hackery nonsense here. I wanted to do stuff because I figured that House Sand probably knows where we're gonna be. Just trying to like throw him off our trail or something. And I figured that you would know the best about that. If you could like just show me, I don't know, spoofing, I think you call it.
There's a look on her face that's like, oh yeah. Like a realization, like, and then she says, this might be a good thing to do because I may have gone digging around where I'm no longer welcomed. So covering our tracks is good. Here, this is the most efficient way to do it. And I lead Talia to my many screens and teach her how to essentially mask different signals, reroute information, and basically just mess everything up so people will not see exactly where we're going. And
however
effective that is, who knows? I technically know. Darcy definitely knows. But...
Well, I mean, I know because I know you still have to roll for it, so we all know like how effective it's going to be.
We all know how well this is going to go. However, the teaching part, the teaching part goes really well. And so one thing that Lex asks Talia is, so how worried are you about getting caught? What's waiting for you back home that's you're hiding from?
I just a lot of stuff, I guess, and you could tell that like throughout all the whatever, she's just like stress eating, and that's probably why she has so much ice cream. just don't want to, have to go back home. I guess it's a longish story, maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's a lot of things are going through my head.
I know. But in case you've forgotten, we're kind of both on the same boat here now, the whole not wanting to go back home.
Yeah, I guess that's part of the reason why I came to you, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of new stuff for me.
I know. I just want you to know that the more you feel comfortable telling me, the more effective I will be at having your back, especially when it comes to dealing with things back home.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, good. But also, here's my favorite little trick, and I point to something on one of the screens, and I say, there's a weakness you can exploit, and this is where I usually stick like a backdoor code so I can like jump in and out undetected, go through the back door. They'll never see you coming.
Okay.
But here's how you fix that and scrub the code. Make sure you don't leave any traces of, what you're doing. That's the main part. But yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've gotten the most lost after like insert / object parentheses. I don't even.
Yeah,
you do this all the time? Jesus.
Yeah, it's just
Is he even
code
real?
all
Who
the time.
knows?
Honestly, it helps keep my mind busy. If I spend too much time alone with my thoughts, it gets really sad, and I'd rather be useful than sad.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. And she kind of, not even without thinking, kind of just slams down the picture frame on her desk next to her. Like, not even, it's not like she was trying to hide it or anything. It was just kind of like a reflexive movement.
Well, I think this is probably as good as we're gonna get for this, so I appreciate you taking the time for this for me.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
You've got more of that somewhere, don't you? And she points to the ice cream.
Oh yeah, this is like I got like 5 more gallons or something.
Okay,
It's a secret
sweet.
stash.
Sweet. Leave the ice cream.
Oh.
Consider it payment.
Puts it
Okay.
over on the table. Be like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Good luck. Tell me how the code goes.
Well, if you'll find out if it goes bad.
Okay, take it easy. She just starts eating the ice cream.
And with that,
Where does Talia go? What's next on her agenda?
well, to do the downtime action that I did before, which was buy some time, of which I rolled a 2 again.
Yeah, but it wasn't a 2 total.
Not a 2 total,
No.
but a 2 on the die phase. No matter, I can't come back from that.
The ship explodes. Everybody dies. Thanks for coming out, everybody. That was Love in the Time. I'm joking.
So
It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
for my reference and for the reference of the audience, what happens on a 10 minus for buy some time?
I'm pretty sure it's going to say everything's fine. I'm pretty sure that's what is written here. No, wait, it doesn't say that at all. You only buy a little bit of time. You do buy some time. Technically, it's a success, but you need to take drastic measures right now.
Shoot.
You gotta give up the ice cream, man.
A fate worse than...
Never.
All right, failing that, what is the most drastic thing that Talia can do right now to buy this team some time?
I guess in the middle, what makes sense the most to me, and what would be the funniest out of character, just has no idea how to hack, like completely, absolutely lost, and does not want to say anything to Renegade because she was so helpful. Absolutely lost. Somehow ends up contacting someone, and that someone I feel like has to be Secretary at Mazzini.
That does make sense.
Yep.
You have a message that you did you leave her on red, or did you do a dandy and
I left that bitch on red.
Cool. I will say that there was probably one very brief follow-up after, so that message came in after your time on Bow. I think it will have taken enough time for you to then reach Begum and spend your time on Begum that a follow-up has come through. A slightly sterner, which you take to mean angrier, message asking you once again, report in.
And I leave that on red, and then somehow, either through house sand interference or just my incapability, or a little bit of both, get a fucking direct line of communication with, I forget if we decided on their pronouns, she, her, she, they.
Up to you.
Let's go with the she, they. The secretariat, yeah.
Yeah. Forward thinking lady.
Oh, diversity win. The person who's about to destroy your life is a she, they.
So, do you call? Do you write?
I don't know if you've played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, but if you know like the computer like that, you like act like basically you're just typing up and then the AI like kind of confronts you. I feel like it's that.
That's such a niche reference. I don't get it, but I love it.
It's a great game. Play it. But I feel like how funny would it be just to like have a video thing pop right up on the screen of whatever she's doing?
So
that would be terrifying.
I love that.
Let's do that. That's terrifying.
Right.
Oh god. I'm like actually nervous about this.
I don't know why. I can't.
Can you imagine a surprise FaceTime while you're just about your business on the internet? Horrifying.
I'll tell you what, let's switch the scene here. Let's get my little teeny in here. Where's she gone? Where is she?
Oh, fucking icon.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. God,
Wait, you think I didn't oh, I did. Where is she?
They're a professional.
Oh no, I've overridden her with somebody else. I'm gonna have to change this.
Oh no!
That's a different NPC.
They're still a
Thirst
professional.
trap.
Thirst trap is actually redacted. I love that. No, where is she? Oh, I've completely overwritten it. Okay, we're not switching scenes. She doesn't exist anymore. Never mind. She was very, very pretty. That's all you need to know.
I hate it.
So yeah. You managed to reach her. And I'm clicking the wrong button for you. There you are. If she wasn't expecting your call, she doesn't let it register on her face. She is impassible. She's always been this serene, unflappable, cool, calm, collected, but purely calculating person. Well, like your whole life you've known her. Impossible to read, and that's what you get. The
most Dune that the Karrakin trade baronies can get.
Everything that the KTB has to offer in terms of emotional unavailability, that's her.
Me, Amelia, just straight up does not know how to deal with this.
She will turn to face the video and just demand, report.
Hi, Hello. I have nothing to report.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Unacceptable, Talia.
Yeah.
I raised you better than this. You've been around, you've seen many things as far as my spies have reported. You're going to need to give me something.
I can't. I just don't want to. I just don't want to do this anymore.
You really don't have an option.
Well, we're gonna be near Free Sanjak soon. If you want to meet me in person, like you are ever so excited to, or again, send some of your agents. I can't tell you when, but we will be there soon.
Just the slightest hint of confusion and maybe a touch of concern crosses her face when you say Free Sanjak. Why will you be at Free Sanjak? And why are you calling it Free Sanjak?
Because I support their cause. I don't want to do this anymore.
No, this little teenage rebellion is going to come to an end, Talia. It's far past time. And I can't shield you from the eyes of those above us for much longer. You need to come home. You need to do your job.
You don't have to shield me from anything.
Believe me, love, I do.
I take the bass guitar that I have in the corner and I smash the computer screen. Loud enough that everyone will hear.
Good enough.
And I basically break down in tears.
I didn't think I was going to do that to Amelia today. Okay, cool.
What do you mean you didn't know? I rolled a 2.
You did roll a 2, but you did buy a little bit of time. You've thrown her off the scent a little bit. Even by confessing where you were going to be, you got the hint of, she's probably lying to me. I should double check that. And maybe in that process is where you gain your bit of time.
Yeah. Wait, what was Secretariat's first name? Shit.
Zuriel?
Zuriel, yes.
Zuriel.
Yeah, just confuse the fuck out of Zuriel. Fucking.
I quite like her. I quite like her. And so that leaves the
No
most
one.
innocuous of boys.
I think we're good.
Just some innocuous. No, just a tiny little bit. This will be fine. This will be totally fine. Gas rolled a 2 as well.
I rolled a 2 also. We're a little disaster squad over here.
I love you all so much. You give me so much to work with.
My total was also a 4 though, okay? We were equal in everything.
But let's make that worth it. Let's make that have juicy narrative payoff so that it doesn't feel like a failure.
Sure.
What does Dandy do?
Well, I was gonna go and get some ice cream off Talia because I'm making a phone call, and some mint chocolate chip really does help calm the nerves. But I kind of heard some loud noises coming from there, so I'm assuming she's rocking out, and maybe not the best to disturb her. Was probably like fist raised to the door, then here's the smash, 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 and it's just like, okay, maybe some other time. So I'll just go to my room and then, wipe my hands on my jeans because they're kind of sweaty, and then make a phone call to Lord Grieve.
Phone call?
A phone call.
Okay.
Like this?
Yep, that's how, this is like 10,000 years in the future, but you've still got like a rotary phone with a curly cord.
I don't like people seeing my face when we call.
Aged myself, but it's all good. Okay, yeah, you put in a call to Lord Grieve.
Okay, I lie down flat on my stomach and I kick up my legs behind me as I twirl the cord in my hand and say hello. And I don't have the ice cream. Ryan.
How are you?
Ryan, okay, hi, Lord Grieve.
Dandy. I wasn't expecting you to call.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that everyone's kind of busy, so maybe I should, try and do something to pull my weight around here because we got a big mission coming up, and
Oh,
it's good to
that's good
get
to
in
hear.
contact. Yeah. It's good to get in contact with people who know things and things, right?
I like to think that I have my fingers in enough pies to get the gist of what's going on. Yes. What is it you need?
Do you have your finger in the pie of a ship that we need to put a digikey in a terminal in?
Potentially. Whose ship?
Oh God, whose ship?
So you're going to, I mean, the question you could ask would probably be like, is going to give away what you're doing very clearly, but I feel like that's
I
accurate
rolled
to
a 2.
Yeah. You would be able to ask for information about the kind of ships that House Stone, I had to think about it there, House Stone is using in the blockade on Ludra's world.
Yeah.
That would be greeted with a very long pause as Lord Grieve kind of does the mental arithmetic of, wait, what? And eventually they will come back and say, Dandy, why on earth would you require such a thing?
Just because I might be visiting and I get really nervous asking where the bathroom is, so I kind of like to know the blueprints so I can tell where it is in advance.
Mm-hmm. Why would you be visiting?
Just to say hi.
Has someone employed you to do this, or are you suddenly
No.
independent freedom fighters?
I mean, I'm not independent in the slightest, but
No, but you have attached yourselves to a somewhat competent group.
Oh, they're very confident. I think they know about what they're doing more than I do.
I hope for your sake that they do. Who has employed you to do this?
I mean, it's kind of more of a favor as well as employment, There's some personal attachments to it.
That's what I worried about.
Uh-oh.
As a course of action, Dandy, I can't condone it, and I would strongly advise against it.
Okay.
However.
Yeah.
House Stone are tyrants, bullies.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And truthfully, it might benefit House Dust to see them. I am under no illusions that you will bring them low with this, but it would certainly be a kick in the teeth. Very well. I will give you the information that you ask for. But know this, if you are caught, if you are captured, you will be disavowed.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds about right. Sure.
Very well. And you hear a silence for a while. You hear a slight tapping on the line every so often.
Uh-oh.
It's just a little fuzz and then the occasional just very soft noise in the background.
Yeah.
And after a few moments, Lord Grieve comes back and says, I have sent some schematics to your personal slate. They represent the flagship class destroyer that the army of House Stone uses as the major blockade runner.
This is incredible. Thank you. I swear that I won't bring any shame to, house dust because I'll know where all the toilets are.
Mm-hmm. No.
And
You won't bring
also-
any shame to House Dust because nobody from House Dust will be able to acknowledge that you were ever there or ever part of our family. That's what disavowed means, Dandy.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Should you succeed, though,
Mhm. ...
They just let that hang in the air.
Okay. Good thing I never really worried too much about succeeding.
In the pause, there's another pause, and you hear that tap again. You hear Lord Grieve say, Dandy,
Uh-huh.
is this line secure?
Um, how, oh, geez. It's, uh, yeah, it's so secure. I mean, yeah, you could insult it and everything, and it wouldn't even budge or cry or anything. It's so secure, like that.
The connection is instantly lost.
Cool. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, I definitely need some ice cream now.
That, of course, representing the fact that Dandy gets what he wants, but is instantly in trouble.
Just a little.
All right. So. And that is how you spend your downtime. And before long, you arrive just outside of orbit of Free Sanjak, as you know it. I'm going to move the scene. I hope you all enjoy it. Hey, voila. There's Free Sanjak glittering in the background. Impossibly blue. Impossibly alone. And just a veritable navy of House Stone ships. Now you take up position as you arrive a decent way away. You notice whoever would be involved in helping sort of navigate, or whether this is just down to Carlisle, a little cluster of ships, a couple thousand clicks away from actual orbit, certainly far, far away from the blockade itself. And you maneuver yourselves, you maneuver the Epoch into position, sort of amongst that cluster of ships. That's a great point. Allow me to fix that. There we go. That should fix that, and everyone should be able to see.
Ooh.
I'm scared.
You should be. So, unless anybody has anything else that they wanted to resolve that wasn't specifically tied to downtime actions, it's time to head into briefing. You pick up signals from Durst Trap, how could I forget, and Trixie. You have arranged to meet them here, and this is where they kind of make contact. And they say they will report to Carlisle. They have a bit of recon that they can bring to the table, some things that they can tell you and add to your briefing, and request permission to come aboard.
Grant them permission.
Very benevolent. They do so. They pull their mechs into a hangar bay. They all look shiny and new. They've been nice and cleaned up. Maybe they've got to level up a little bit as well. Maybe they've got some tricks up their sleeve. Who knows? And they disembark and make their way. Where would you like to receive them? Is this a formal briefing, or are you happy to receive them for some welcome drinks before pressing straight to business?
Welcome drinks, I think, if folks are all right with that.
I think what will happen then, if it's a kind of pre-briefing situation, Lex is gonna, Renegade's gonna approach Trixie and just like, kind of explain her her project, her latest project, and basically be like, so I was trying to replicate the neurospike from the desk wing that I used to work with months ago, but here's the issues I ran into when I was trying to jury rig this thing. Having that hacker small talk.
Yeah, Trixie is absolutely enthralled to have this conversation. I think she would absolutely love it, and is actually able to offer you like a few tips. Is able to see what you know of Trixie is that she is also a hacker by trade, and that she and her group have some links to. I feel like I made this clear. They have some links to a group called Horizon. I think they're called Horizon, who themselves have links to Horus themselves. And so she has a bit of information, indeed, about that kind of thing. She's like really impressed by your new mech. And in fact, if you're meeting them down on the hangar in order to bring them up for drinks, why don't we just do like a little panning shot down the side of this mech hangar, and you can all tell us all about the new mechs that you've picked up. I can't believe I forgot about that. This is the most exciting part. For everybody who didn't see the end of last session, we leveled up. We're all at license level 2 now. And what that means in Lancer is you get access to your first new frame. Everybody's been bringing the same frame up until now. And now they get to make the exciting choice of the badass thing that they're going to be piloting around for the rest of this season. So I'm going to do my usual order because that's the easiest one for me to see. And I'm going to ask Amelia to tell us about her mech first.
Well, before I was in the size 2 Sagarmatha, the southbound pachyderm, and since Talia has decided to take things into her own hands a lot, or at least more directly, narratively, that makes most sense, I have downsized to the size 1/2 IPSN Caliban, which is basically, I'm not going to get too much into the mechanics of it, but it's basically Doomguy. It's basically a like very heavy looking power armor with an integrated shotgun. Instead of like the rusted like metal exterior, it's part of it almost looked like ripped like black denim because punk rock. And again with like a little thing in the back for her mech bass guitar, and the mech is now called a Karakin Idiot. Yes, I'm very proud of that one.
You should be. You really should be.
Yes, it's Caracas, Karakin, whatever. A Karakin Idiot.
It's up to us now. Tom Bloom has lost the ability to tell us how to do things anymore. Death of the author, etc. We say it's Caracas, it's Caracas. Awesome. And what else is on this Caliban, Amelia, that you're very, very proud of to stymie me with?
Yeah. So, the power to cost whatever thing that I got before was for Jägerkunst 2, which of all the systems in Lancer, I'd argue is the most anime. And again,
Correct.
I will bring it up when it comes time because it is very fun. But also,
the fact that you have this is proof that despite what everybody says, I am a very benevolent GM.
Oh yeah, the problem is it requires like 1.5 billion rolls, of which I've only rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. So
sure, it'll be fine. I'm sure when it really counts, it'll be fine. Fab. All right. Yes. What's Fiasco piloting?
Well, while me and Amelia both rolled a 2, we're sticking with our low roll buddy system here. I'm also in a half size mech. We're 2 halves of the same hole. where I am in a more fragile, less doom guy, more spindly nightmare creature, the Duskwing, which just has many arms and lots of like flowy material. Apparently, it's just very graceful, pretty, dexterous mech. Got a lot of cannons on it though, because that's more Dandy style, and it's still got his flying jets and maneuverability, and a lot of things that make it invisible, and a lot of things that help it teleport and subterfuge and all that good rogue stuff. But I'm a rogue with a cannon, you know.
It's all very dandy. Like you look at the
Uh-huh.
Duskwing and it just screams fiasco.
Oh, I was gonna try and make a joke that there's just a fiasco painted on the front of it or something. I mean, that would make sense because it's a call sign too. And also, I had to make a name for the mech, and I was given the advice that I should, set my sights high for what I want this mech to achieve. So I called it the Adequate. And that's all I can hope for.
So when people ask where you are, what can you respond?
I'm inadequate.
That's it, everybody. That's the pinnacle of the comedy that is going to happen in this game.
Am I piloting adequate? No, I'm just inadequate.
Ooh. Loud music. Cool. We're halfway around the board. Angela seems to be in the laughing pit, so I'm going to skip to Anne and give her a second. You want to go? You good? You want to go?
Yes, I will fight you and God. I can let Anne go. Anne, go right ahead.
So the secondhand hope is a Pegasus frame, but it's a Pegasus frame that Renegade has been kind of messing with a little bit, and she's in this whole like jury rigging kick. So she's turned what is typically a like quadruped frame into like a bipedal frame with a giant second pulse rifle on its shoulder. And essentially is just wielding a smart gun, like holding a smart gun. Like it's basically a giant rifle, but so basically she's just jury rigged this Pegasus to not look as creepy as the standard. It's just more like a sleek bipedal version with a cannon on its shoulder. And it
perfect.
Yeah.
It does what it says on the tin. No, there's no pretense with this. It's a walking gun. That tracks.
It's a walking gun wielding a gun.
We heard you like guns, so we put a gun on your gun.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Also, it's just like a metallic color, but it has the word secondhand hope on its side in like painted gold. So it's like silver on, or like a gray, like a chrome on gold situation. She had some of that leftover gold, like repurposed gold, and she just used it to like.
If you know the art of the Pegasus, you know that it is one of the more cursed abominations that looks the most like a flesh mech. And so I have to ask, Anne, what noise does it make when it moves? And please tell me that it's not a squish.
I feel like less squish, more squeak, maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know.
I can live with a squeak.
It's the giggling of little children.
No.
Horrifying.
No, why? No, it's the giggling of one pilot when she's blowing everything up. That's the sound.
We hate it. We absolutely hate it, but it's a great. Oh, I can't say that. I can't show it. Go look it up. The Horus Pegasus. It's horrific. We love it. Get to LL3 on that bad boy. It's a monster, literally. All right, Angela, it's your time to shine.
I'd just like to note for the record that the first alternative image I found when looking to remember what the Horus Pegasus looked like is just the crab boss from Doom. So that should tell you how cursed the model and frame actually looks. But so she has decided to keep going with much more of her brawler sort of approach, Valkyrie, and so I decided to go with so in the event that something tries to get away from me or zip-de-doo all around the battlefield, I'm gonna go, all right, you know what, I'm not going to you, you're coming to me. So I've decided to take on the Blackbeard, which her version of it, it's this, I think I'm one of the bigger of our party. I'm only one, but I'm still bigger than two of our party members.
You got two size halves and two size ones.
Yeah. Big girls in charge. Heads up. Yep. And it looks kind of, I look like just a basic robotic frame, but the whole detailing on the outside of it looks like a mirror of my own in a hard suit. So it looks like it has like nanocarbon crystalline netting all on the outside of it as part of the synthetic muscle netting that it has in order to hit larger things. But so it looks like it's covered entirely in like bird feathers with their crystalline. And with her personalization that she's added onto it, the way that they're spread out makes it look like it's a spread of bird wings. And she has a nanocarbon sword that just looks like a piercing talon tucked in one side of it, and she has a flame chain axe on the other one. And kind of written right across the center where the exposed reactor is, because it's the one big downside of this thing, is the word echo. And anytime she just like, she tests in a safe spot in the like hangar bay, swing the sword around, when it connects with something, it makes a bird call.
Aw.
Like a pigeon?
Aesthetic.
No, like a giant, like fucking massive bird that's about to like tear you to shreds, because I am the most reliable shooting and slashing person here.
It's true.
I have a fletchet launcher that hits in an area of effect and it ignores engaged. I have a sword that no matter what happens, I do 3 damage with it. It's great, baby. Anything that's near me, I'm
in
gonna
my
kill it.
Lancing game? Surely not.
We're just little guys.
To be fair, I have an integrated weapon that just constantly hits for 1 damage.
I have grapple cables to pull 5 people towards me and just be like, none of you are leaving. You're all staying here with me.
I also have, I can see invisible mechs, so they won't get us. They won't get us.
I have difficulty in hull saves because I'm fragile.
Beautiful. Well, I like to imagine that you're like giving Trixie and Dagna the tour of this as they come aboard. You're like, look at our new shiny things, as people are when they get new mechs. And like you're having this conversation with Trixie, Lex, and asking her about like trying to get the neurospike, and she's really interested in how you're going to make that work, and if she can see your code, if she can see what you've used. And in the meantime, like Dagna's walking the line, and he greets everybody really, really warmly. He gives everybody. He tries to give everybody a hug. He asks for consent before the hug. Like, hey, do you want a hug?
Yo, let's hug. You know, like
then like the biggest, barest, warmest hug, and like a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a squeeze.
Ooh.
Still smells great. Smells different this time. You get the impression he's the kind of person.
Like flowers?
No. I think he had like a sandalwood thing going on last time, and this is more you get those ones that are kind of marketed as like marine scent, as like that kind of sharp oceanic thing. They've got that going on this time. You get the impression that Dagna is the kind of person who has like an array. You know Paul Rudd's character in Anchorman, where he's got like the shelf and they're all different and like
60% of the time it works every time.
For Dagna, it works 100% of the time.
Whoa!
You know it. 100% of the time it works 100% of the time.
Well, that remains to be seen. Tee.
Well, with that said, he does sidle up to you. He's like, hey.
Wait,
How's it
hang
going?
on. I need to know. Before he got to me, did he try and give Talia Flatwind a hug? And
Yeah.
what was the response there?
Oh yeah, we need to know how that goes.
Talia is just a little bummed out. She just lets it happen. She doesn't hug back. It's just kind of like, well, okay.
I mean, do you like they ask? Do you want a hug? You good? Oh
I'm-
man, shades are falling off my face.
Sure, bring it in.
A great hug. It might be the greatest hug you've ever had in your life.
Oh, it's worse.
Do you break down crying in the hug? You know when you get like a really good solid hug and you're in a bad place, you go, ah!
Does
Hey,
Talia
Phil.
have a moment?
You feel
This
a little
isn't a
tense.
comfortable. This isn't a. No, yeah, I'm a little tense. It's a lot going on.
They kind of like holding onto your shoulders, kind of like push back and like hold you, like they're kind of examining you, like, hey, you got
can
this.
you can let go now. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made you uncomfortable. I hate that.
No, you're good.
You're great. You're doing great. You got this. I believe in you. You did absolutely like all of you did so good. I can't believe you got the thing. The fucking thing. Like amazing. Such great work.
Yeah, Lex is holding on to it. She's got it, and she's like, yeah, you know, we went through a whole bunch of stuff to get to this, so hopefully it'll be worth it.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Me and Trix have got some info, so let's lay it on you. You got like a projector that you can plug this thing in, or like do your sit rep.
Yeah,
Great,
we
great,
got a room for that.
Lead the way. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
He, like hangs back, waits for you, Dandy. It's like, hey,
Hey.
how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I mean, it has been tense, like Talia said. I think
Oh,
we're all
boy.
trying to, get information and
Yeah.
get through this. What about in your guys' end? Your mechs look shiny.
Yeah, right. We got a new paint job, and I got a couple upgrades. It's okay. It's pretty good. But I thought, like, well, yeah, I think you got going on there. It's like, whoa, it's so.
I got
It's
so
really
many
cool.
arms now.
I know, right, man? That's
I'm
why-
uncoordinated with 2. I don't know how I'm gonna do with 6.
No, you're gonna do great. Like, it's gonna be like out there, like zapping away. It's gonna be so. I can't wait to see it in
Yeah.
action. You didn't respond to my message. Sorry if it made you uncomfortable.
What? I thought I did. Wait, hang on, didn't I?
Did you?
I handed
No,
it to someone else, and then they said this is why they call me Fiasco, and then
That's
sent the
right.
message.
That's right.
It was Talia who did it.
Yeah, Talia took my phone and responded for me and
Did
helped
I
me
add a
out by
winky
saying
face?
something.
Did I add
I
a
mean-
winky face?
If you said you did, I handed full control to you.
I don't remember specifically. I'm
You
going to
don't remember a winky
I think
face.
you did.
But
I
can
think
we
you
Yeah.
did.
Can we retcon that
Yeah.
you did?
Oh,
Yeah.
I gave it to Talia. She was helping me
Oh, right.
write
Okay.
it out.
So that wasn't from you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were just kind of together when you sent it, and it had a lot of information when
Oh, right,
about
yeah.
the mission and everything.
Sure. No, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, sure. Like I didn't like if it's business first, yeah.
What do you mean business first? You sent me a message about business.
Yeah. And you're on like the info that you got, like the response was great. Yeah. So stoked to go on a mission with you guys.
Yeah, I'm stoked too.
Cool. Let's get to it then.
Okay,
Awesome.
awesome.
He just turns and starts walking up to the briefing room.
I got a good grade in social skills today. I did
That is-
exceptionally well.
It's amazing the transformation that you feel just putting those on. So as you head up towards your briefing room, broken hearts in tow, I think that's a really great place for us to just take a quick break. Everybody get up, stretch, get some water, do a little dance, find a pair of aviators if you have them and put them on. Please watch whilst wearing them. This is going to turn into Rocky Horror. And we'll see you back here in a couple of minutes. welcome back. Hope you've had a good stretch. Hope you've had some water. Hope you're feeling real good. I hope you had a moment for yourself and maybe learned something about yourself that you didn't know. Happy Wednesday. So, it's time to begin the final countdown. Thank you, Gask, for not making me be the only person to do that. You are in orbit around Free Sanjak as you know it, Ludra's world as the rest of the system knows it. And you're gathered in the briefing room. The four of you, Carlisle, Breezy, why not? Breezy can be there, and Trixie and Thirst Trap. And so Dagna goes and loads up a situation report for you. This is the summation of what they have been able to gather. And for audience, there you go. There's that image. That should pop up for you very, very quickly. Welcome to the blockade. You are witnessing House Stone's ships encircling the equator of Ludra's world, known on the right side of history as Free Sanjak, repelling any parties foolhardy enough to attempt an approach. Refusal to comply earns you a heaping serving of a demi-solar particle lance. That's bad. Ships don't walk away from that. What Thirst Trap and Trixie have gathered for you is that, generally speaking, it looks pretty quiet. There's not a lot of activity going on. There are two major flagships, and one in particular is nicely clustered amongst several other ships that would be caught in the blast of the DigiKey's effects. Those ships are the Iron Fox and the Elysium Dream. Right now, you, as a ship, the Epoch, is huddled a few thousand kilometers away from the blockade. Americans don't at me, I'm using kilometers. It's completely valid to use in space. Kilometers. You are in a small block of protest ships. This is essentially like a really small, really weak picket line that the few systems and people with the knowledge and the ability to do so have kind of put together to protest what's going on. This is technically a legal blockade, but obviously deeply unethical, and certain houses are very vocally against it. So you're safe, you're hidden. For the moment, it looks like you are just part of that contingent. What comes and goes? There is a supply line. There are thousands of people on these ships, and they need supplies. So it's a modest in and out of ships and freighters. It's pretty regular. Trixie and Thirst Trap can get you a schedule, basically. It isn't regimented, it isn't military tight, but it's pretty regular. There's some asteroid activity, fairly irregular, but what does fly past is mineral dense, which would be good for cloaking, hiding, deflecting signals, avoiding radar, that kind of thing. And there is an abundance of space junk around this system. The battle for Ludra's world, while it was taking place in space, was brutal and fast and decisive, and it all very much went in the way of House Stone's favor. So you've got floating junkers, you've got scraps of reactors that are probably still radiated, and more good places to hide, also possible salvage. The goal: get in, upload what is on the key, get out. After that, it's up to you. You can join Trixie and Thirst Trap on the surface. They are going down to the planet. You can join them if you wish, or you can call that the end of your mission, the end of your relationship with them, and go about the rest of your lives. That all remains to be seen. Right, so, what do we reckon? How do you feel like approaching it?
Without dying.
Good, all right. And she gets a pen and starts scribbling on a whiteboard. Survive. Good, excellent.
Yeah.
Circle, underline, dot.
So, I have self capabilities and, this, and she's holding up the DigiKey. Secondhand Hope is able to essentially go on autopilot if needed.
Got an EVA on there?
Yeah. NHP of an old friend. Basically just lives in my mech. Oh, it's fine. Secondhand Hope takes orders and essentially can just act as backup support, backup fire, or, cover fire. Sorry, that's the word. I know words. So if I can maybe go onto one of those supply ships, I can just invisible. No one will see me.
That'll get you in a hangar bay door for sure.
Yeah. So that's an option. Do we know which one of the flagships, the Iron Fox or the Elysium Dream, is the target for this?
That's up to you. One is surrounded by other ships, and one is slightly more isolated.
So which one do we know?
Let's say the Iron Fox. The Iron Fox is the isolated one, and the Elysium Dream is the one that is gathered up with a bunch of other ships. None of the other ships that are around it have as much firepower as the Elysium Dream. These two are the big boys. These have got the demi-solar lance. That's the big hitter. The others can still, fire a shot. It might be a slightly slower death, but they're the big boys.
So I can essentially infiltrate, in and out quietly, hope I don't get caught.
Alone? Fuck
I don't
no.
know. I mean, it's an option. I wouldn't say alone, but it's something I can do. If someone else wants to come with me so I'm not alone, that's an option. I mean,
we don't want to take too much time, or else backup will probably come anyways as soon as we start doing what we need to do. So try to sneak in if possible, and then get out as quick as we can.
Well, I mean, if the rest of you are on your mechs kind of, I don't know, causing a distraction or something while I'm doing this, technically not alone. The idea is to go in and out really quickly and then join you guys in my mech. I wouldn't leave secondhand hope, parked there very long. Just that.
I feel like me and Valkyrie are the most hardy of them, so we can do distraction while you and Fiasco just sneak in, take care of whatever you need to.
Yeah, I can cause an internal distraction at the other end of the shift. So you can get to the terminal,
I also think it's worthwhile, if we are going to do kind of a split situation, to try and buy you some time, the two of you some time, that I can try and pose as someone bringing in a regular shipment of some kind. That's also a possibility. We do have an in, and that we know when their transfers are going, and we have a rough sense of likely who the kind of people involved would be, I think. So
can we do the cool Star Wars thing where they evade everyone by parking underneath a bit of space dust or an asteroid or something, and then sneak by?
You've got asteroids.
That bare minimum to get us there is the first thing. We have to get there and then get in, and I think that's possibly the safest one. Sorry, go.
No.
My sense of it is we have two options for how we want to get in. One is very, very clearly out in the open and try and go full on subterfuge and lie so that we get into the hangar, and then from there it's down to Flatmoon and I to just cause as much havoc to buy the two of you time to take care of that. Or we sneak our way onto there and then try and do it. My guess is that we are going to have to cause a distraction in there for at least some period of time. If the goal is to buy Renegade time, if that's our core to our plan, is to buy Renegade time, we just need to figure out what the first half of the plan is to get there. Do we want to do stealth or lying? Because I think those are our two best options.
I feel like it would be very hard to lie past these people. I feel like stealth's our only option.
I have a question, and I'm looking at Trixie and Thirst Trap. So where do you guys want to be in all this? I mean, we're all in this together, and she does the
full song and dance routine. The Zac
Is it
Efron.
just-
Yeah. You love how you could tell from just the.
No. So where do you guys fit in here? What do you guys want to do? Is what I'm asking, really.
They share a brief look, and Trixie responds that we definitely want to be a part of this, with no offense intended. We got you into this, and we would like to help you see it through. This is not a trust issue. This is not making sure the job is done. It's wanting to be a part of getting the job done. But what role we take and who goes where, we're willing to take your lead.
I'm just wondering, because getting in, it's mostly we're messing with their tech, screwing up signals. You know.
I can help with that.
Yeah, so maybe me bringing Trixie in so I'm not by myself and doubling down our efforts on messing up their systems might be a good call. Just a suggestion.
I would say it's probably as easy to get everybody in as it is one person. If stealth, and she kind of looks to you, Valkyrie, if stealth is the route, if a quiet float in behind an asteroid, we could all fit behind one asteroid. Deflect some radar, spoof some signals, maybe a last gasp spacewalk towards a hangar door, a hole that we can burn through or cut through.
What size mech does Dagna and Trixie have?
Dagna flies an ace, and Trixie pilots a witch. I think they're both size 1. Let me check. Ace is
Two
size
least
1.
favorites.
It's just as though you have them on your side then. Yeah, both size 1.
Okay. So it's 1, 1, 1, 1, half. So yeah, that sounds asteroid ready. Because you said size is like exponential, right? So it might be more difficult if it was like a size 3.
Oh yeah.
Because size 1/2 is the size of a person. Roughly, technically, kind of. It's complicated.
slightly bigger.
So if if I stand on your shoulders, we aren't the size of a size 1 mech.
Not quite, no.
Okay.
Dreaming.
Aw.
I can fly, I can get in pretty fast. In case you need some pew pew pew.
So it looks like stealthing in. It's the first part of the plan. Who, once we get into the hangar, who is on distraction duty and who is on infiltration duty?
Well, Talia just looks at the 2 IPSN frames, the beefiest, rough-looking things, and then the other 2 sleek models, and she's like, I think we're on distraction.
I also think we're on distraction. Me mechanically looks at my 19 health compared to everyone else.
I'm fragile.
That also means if you get in a bad situation, though, you're just screwed. So having not, if Flatmoon and I are basically the heavy hitters of the main group, then I think it would be good for the
but out of
group.
Mechs, we're out of Mechs, Renegade and Fiasco are heavy hitters.
That's true.
With shotgun and explosives.
Clarification with the info that you have from your schematics, Dandy. You have the level of information where you can see most of the main terminals where they would be set throughout the ship, where the things that are networked in, where the things that have various levels of control. You can see a series of hangar bays that are open to space, essentially. What I have pictured in my head is, I'm sorry to make the reference, and I'm sorry that it has to be this Star Wars movie, but episode 1, the Trade Federation ships, where they're kind of that semicircle with the openings at the end, and Anakin just kind of goes like fucking flying through. They kind of like that. They're made for efficiency and large I want to say units. I don't mean that, but we're going with it. Absolute units.
Absolute
In and out.
units.
Yeah. Like several size 3 mechs should be able to deploy from these hangar bays at once. They're a pretty easy target. So you don't have to necessarily do any like laser cutting if you're aiming for those. And you can see, Dandy, that there are control panels, control stations within each of those mechs, each of those hangars that would do the job.
Sounds good. I know how to work a control panel if the buttons are labeled.
So, is in terms of looking at turning to the group and pointing to Trixie and Thirst Trap, should one of them go with the infiltration team?
I point at Trixie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that's 3 of you on infiltration, and the rest of us are on fighting and distraction duty.
Okay, I need a clarification
Sure.
for the student class NHP on my mech.
Oh.
It says, sorry, let me double check what it says. Sorry.
That's okay.
I had this pulled up. It says that with these, or nope, not that one. Your custom NHP has developed further and is now capable of independent thought.
Yeah.
It can make complex decisions and judgments and act independently without instruction. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. So I can just turn on my mech and be like, do the thing for backup. Okay,
Once
cool.
you get the key has to be physically deployed into the system. But once that has happened, you've just like it's every bad hacker movie. You just have to wait for the bar to upload the whole way. It's gonna take a couple minutes, but as long as nothing disturbs that key, it's fine. And Firestorm can absolutely oversee that from a technical point of view.
Okay. My little buddy. I changed. The mech's name has changed. The NHP's name has not changed. It's
The
so
NHP
confusing.
is not the mech. The mech is not the NHP. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing about their identity versus the mech. It's I'll write the fan fiction in the off season. Anyway,
Sure.
yeah, I just wanted to offer that and tell the group, like, oh yeah, you know, second-hand Pope can pretty much work unassisted, uninstructed. Basically has a mind of its own. Hey.
So, sounds like hitch a ride with an asteroid, coast in, deploy, upload, buy time.
Hack, tab, bypass, get rid of
God, you nerd. I love you, Amelia.
Let's do this, folks. You ready?
Okay.
you.
All right.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Yeehaw.
Yee, and I cannot stress this enough.
Aw.
Oh,
Beautiful. All right.
giddy up.
As we're all getting into our mechs, Renegade pulls Valkyrie aside for a second.
Yes.
And she says, do you mind if I ask you a personal question before we go?
Sure.
I was just thinking back to a few days ago. It's only been a few days, holy shit. A few days ago, when Trixie and Thirst Trap first came to us with the details on this mission. And I was just wondering, how important is it for you for us to get down there? And she kind of gestures in the general direction of the planet.
I'd stake my life on it.
Did you love her?
that relevant to the mission? Yes.
Not relevant to the mission, just relevant to me. That's all.
Do you think I'm going to leave you if I see her again?
No. I just... Love, freedom, those are the things worth fighting for. I had to know. For my own sake.
I, as a player, would like to ask Anne a question.
Sure.
Would you feel comfortable if there was a moment of affection between the two characters?
What kind of affection? Oh,
Like,
wait,
not
affection?
Affection? What did you think I said?
No, I thought you were trying to be subtle. No, like what, a hug?
Kiss, but not lips.
Sure. On the cheek? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm imagining this is happening like near our mechs before things
Yeah.
are happening. I think she's probably you were able to talk to her like right next to her mech. She like very gently like again, this is okay on a player level,
Yeah.
like pushes well, not pushes, she slowly leans against Renegade against the mech. And she just like gives a kiss on your cheek. I'm either gonna die making sure that we finish this job, or we're all gonna live and I'll find my way down there at some point. I don't want to risk anyone else's lives just for my sake, but I will find a way down there no matter what. And I hope you know that I care about you. And I mean that.
I know. I've always known. I think for me it's just, I think part of the reason I'm doing this is that I want to see you get down on that planet. Whatever it is that's down there waiting for you, I want you to get there. So it's not even that I'm worried that you'll leave or anything. I might even be happy for you if you chose to leave. Okay? I want you to find what you're looking for down there. Whatever that is.
See her, like, she presses like a little compartment like right around just above her bust, and it just like it makes the kind of for auditory reference for anyone who's ever seen the Predator movies, for when they're taking off the mask, that kind of sound as each little nodule gets taken off. And she pulls out like a little pin that is in the shape of a phoenix, that it looks like it's probably old and faded at this point. Like, it has not been well taken care of. And she like hands it over. I need to find the rest of these for everyone else, but here, you get yours first. I used to give these out to other.
It's like a pin?
Yeah, basically. Like, for like if you're ever in a more casual setting and not have to be in freaking spacesuit armor and all that. And One of the folks in our group made these for us, for the folks in my previous group. I love you all very deeply, and I care about you all, and my devotion is unyielding, iron, and without end until the end of my days. And if you want more from this, after this is all over, I have interest. And then she just starts getting into the mech. Now let's get you in, all right?
Okay. And she takes a pen with her and just gets into her mech.
Cool
Now,
ass
while
nano
that's
carbon
happening.
sword is pulling out.
Now, while
Ruin the
that's
mood entirely.
happening,
These
Fiasco
two.
walks over to Flatwind. On Amelia, I'm gonna ask you: would it be okay if we have a moment of affection between our characters?
Fuck you.
As Fiasco
Yeah.
offers up the sweatiest high five you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, wait, okay. I'm going to ask a question that's going to ruin your day. Is
Uh-huh.
the mech sweaty? Like, is it actually sweat?
I don't think
Are you
can
high
a mech
fiving
be
in the
sweaty?
mech? Are you high fiving in the mech? Or
No,
are you
no, no.
high-fiving-
Outside the mech before we got. I'm assuming our mechs are next to each other because we got the two teeny tinies.
I'm leaving this music on.
I go for the high five. I just have my microphone.
What? No,
I
I
go
think
for the
this is
high five.
outside the mech because I have 6 arms in the mech. I feel like all of them would be raised if I was
That would
trying
be-
to do that.
Yeah, you would just slap me a bunch. It's great.
Yeah.
I respond in turn with a high five.
If I die, you can have my mug.
We're not gonna Fiasco. We're not gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, but like, also it feels like this is the kind of conversation you have during one of these missions, right?
I guess, yeah.
And also, I'm kind of hoping that if I say that, you'll tell me where your ice cream stash is in case you die.
You know
Which
where the
isn't gonna happen, obviously.
There's a little sliding, like, you know, like that part of the oven that no one ever opens up that sometimes people put pans in? It's actually cool under there. You
I'm
can
not
put
allowed near the oven after the incident. The other incident.
Angela
They
seems
call him
upset with me.
Fiasco.
Call me Fiasco.
And I guess, in kind, if anything happens, you can have my base.
Oh yeah, I'll even learn how to play it and everything.
Yeah, just don't tune it too tightly.
Okay. Of course not.
Or else the strings get whatever. It's why flat wound. It got the nice strings on there. Just
You mean, oh, that's a music thing?
yeah, it's a music thing.
Oh, I thought it was just flat wound and everyone was pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah, in hindsight, it's on par for the course for me. But yeah,
Okay. For sure. Little half buddies forever.
and then I'm guessing we both like suit up simultaneously.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
incredibly like sleek, like some Ben
6
10
thumbs up you get.
some Ben 10 shit, and the other
Yeah.
is just a
Yep.
Doom guy.
Yeah, absolutely. You all mount up. You are the goddamn cavalry, and you have arrived. It's time to do this. Carlisle will bring the ship, the Epoch, as close to the edge of the cluster of ships as she can. And you mount up. You decompress. The hangar bay is open to the vastness of space. And then you wait. You wait for the moment that an asteroid is on course to pass by.
I'm probably
takes-
tracking it.
Yeah. In fact, yeah. Why don't we get a couple rolls? Why don't we get something, a mech roll?
Sure.
Let's call it a systems roll.
All right, let's
To
go.
locate, to lock on, to calculate the parabola of its trajectory. And the exact moment you should let loose to connect.
Can I use my NHP to help with this check?
We'll say there's an accuracy on that.
Excellent. That is all I got. Let's go. Come on. Oops. Nice.
16.
Mhm.
It takes a little bit of time. You are all sat there in your mechs trying to remain alert, ready for the moment. And then it comes. Renegade comes over comms and lets you know the perfect size asteroid is approaching. It's slow moving. It's big enough to hide all 6 of you. All 6 of you are mounted up, ready to go. It's going to be relatively slow moving, but has a fairly slow rate of acceleration and rate of rotation that you are not going to be able to have to do too much maneuvering to stay in its shadow. Trixie locks onto it as well at the same time, and she lets you know she's focusing on shielding you all from coming up on sensors. That's going to be her focus. I'll roll for her, because why not? Let's do it privately. Cool. Yeah. She feels pretty confident. She does say that it will limit contact between all of you a little bit. You will have to be clustered quite close together, and your signal will be somewhat garbled. But if you hit this asteroid, this should coast you almost to the front door. So, what I think I need from everybody is a check. You don't have
Everyone?
EVAs. I think you're the only one with an EVA system, right, Dandy?
Oh, yeah! I was gonna make the excuse that I'm a silly little guy and I shouldn't have to roll, but that also works. I have an EVA.
You're a silly little guy with an EVA. You're good. Anybody else got EVA system?
Is that a mech thing or a pilot thing?
That is a mech thing. That is a system.
Someone has
no.
jump jets, which is basically even good but better.
Yep, absolutely. That
Excuse
gets
me.
Valkyrie out there.
I'm just a heavy guy.
I might allow you to deploy the Jaegerkunst in this instance, maybe.
It's not necessarily. It has to be when I hit. It's not really a movement thing.
I just have a stable structure in my cables to keep me anywhere I need to be for any extended period of time.
You got jump jets. You're good.
Oh, well, jump jets too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what check?
Let's think. Let's try and be fair here. Where's second-hand hope? What is second-hand hope? I think it's going to be an agility check. I think this is going to be agility.
Excellent. I put 2 points in that. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, I'm the NHP is a reroll and not accuracy, but
that's fine.
I'm gonna.
Thirst Trap is good. Thirst Trap has EVA as well. He's an ace. He's good. He can fly.
Straight
Trixie,
roll.
Straight roll, please. Yeah. Trixie rolled a 19. She's good.
Talia rolled well.
What?
That's really good for her.
No.
Yeah!
Holy shit.
I love how the last few rolls 16, 17, 18 were
And
really.
Trixie rolled a 19.
Yeah.
And a
then
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next roll is
Christ.
guaranteed to be a 20.
Yeah, all right. Bear that in mind. Don't waste it. So the moment comes, the asteroid glides past, and you all release your mag clamps that are holding you to the hangar bay floor and drift out into space, into the wake of this asteroid. With your various systems, you're able to maneuver yourselves. I think given the amount of you that have jump jets and EVAs and things like that, you're able to kind of corral the others and keep them from drifting too far away. Trixie suggests that you don't mag clamp onto the asteroid, but to maintain some kind of maneuverability. But for now, you are safe. You are on a
American idiot is just so heavy that the boots just sink right in. Just...
Trixie, like, I think First Trap is like, no, come on, get off there. Like, let's go.
It's a Kraken idiot asteroid surfing.
Pretty much. You are asteroid surfing towards the base ship, towards the capital ship of the House Stone blockade. Fucking great rolling. I love when that happens. It takes a little while. I think it probably takes like a couple hours actually to make this trip because you were a long way away. But I'm gonna get Trixie to do another one of these. Oh, Trixie. You are not attacked. No squadrons of mechs, no squadrons of fighters erupt from out of these ships. Did you decide which one you were heading for? Did I miss that?
Which one is it? The what is it
Elysium
called?
Dream.
Dream.
Elysium
and
Dream.
Iron Fox.
Going for that one? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
the one with the many ships around it.
Cool. The more difficult one. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. So you're gonna have to execute another maneuver. The asteroid is not gonna pass as close to this one. You can even see, like, as it's approaching, these ships are monitoring the asteroid activity and they're taking like slight evasive maneuvers to avoid contact. But you are on a trajectory whereby you can use the gravity of this asteroid and its acceleration to quietly, subtly slingshot yourselves towards this hangar bay door.
Okay.
It's gonna take another roll. I think it's gonna take an agility roll, even from those of you with EVAs and jump jets.
Oh god, let me do it first. I need that 20.
This is the 20. I need it.
Agility,
Okay.
you say?
I would argue the person with 0 agility should get that, but that's okay.
Trixie and Dagner are fine.
Okay, who's gonna?
Agility? Oh, I found it. There we go. Oh god. Yeah!
Oh my god, it
Darcy,
actually
20!
That's wild.
16,
was-
17, 18, 19, 20.
There is a god, and she
It was-
says, "Bless Fiasco."
Haley!
rolled-
Oh my gosh!
This is fucking
Oh, I should have let
wild.
Amelia roll first. Then it would have been 20 and 21.
I don't know
Nice.
if this will show up. I swear I'm not fudging
Uh-oh.
this.
There it goes.
I swear.
Rip.
That's
20?
double 20s?
20?
Double 20s.
Well,
This is the
that's
most
all gonna make up
blessed
for me
session.
bungling this. Which I knew this
mean-
could happen.
That's in terms of like making it a group check, I think you're okay.
Yeah. I think
There's a
I-
moment of tension where your trajectory appears to be just the slightest bit off. And you have done this kind of thing. It sounds like a wild thing, but as a Lancer, you've done this kind of thing before. You're able to do the arithmetic in your head. You can do the trigonometry and go, oh shit, I'm off. Right now, it looks like you are with the group. But over that distance, the tiniest discrepancy can cause
I'm
wild
gonna get off.
drifts.
I'm gonna be off, and it's gonna be like if this is the opening, it's just gonna be pink.
How, I mean, narratively, how do you correct your course?
God.
And I like, hey, over here, and like help correct
You
the
could.
Or
course.
Looney
Sure.
Tunes swim in
And
the
I
air.
feel like of all of the mechs, the Blackbeard would be the most capable of Spider-Man crawling, like landing on part of it, grappling, like hooks, whatever.
Yeah,
Fair.
the benefit of
Turning
having a
inside.
bunch of cables is that I can effectively be Spider-Man in a mech, which,
More
having
like-
just realized that, I am so excited.
More like the IPSN Steve Bonnet.
Yo.
See, I was happy because I was just imagining old Marvel vs. Capcom hyper combos, but now you've just destroyed that entirely. I can't maximum spider anymore. I just
You're
can't
lucky.
do it.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay. You correct course. You grab onto somebody, you jump jet, you fix it.
Can I say it was Renegade?
Absolutely. Why do you think I set you up? Come on.
All right, come on, this way.
The ship is sailing!
So, the last check that I have rolled, and I'm going to ask Anne to also roll. You are now
Okay.
exposed. You do not have the asteroid to shield you.
Okay.
You are now relying purely on the hacking systems, the spoofing systems, the deflection that you and Trixie can come up with.
Okay.
This is a systems roll. Flat roll.
That's wait. Do I want to risk it? Because technically my NHP is a system or is a reroll.
I think a 13 is
I
fine.
think
Don't
you know
do
what?
it.
I think I'm gonna keep that 13.
Please keep
13 is a
it.
pass. 13
Oh,
a
is it?
pass. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. 10
Excellent.
plus is a pass in this system.
excellent.
We don't fuck about with fucking floating DCs. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. Trixie rolled a 12.
Sweet. Teamwork makes the dream work.
And so
Let's
you
go.
just coast silently, coast off your inertia towards this hangar bay door. And in you go. What you see inside is a vast loading dock. Like I say, several size 3 mechs could launch from this bay at once. It is cavernous and vast and empty. You see no humanoids, you see no mechs. All you see is the occasional bipedal subaltern and the occasional small drone moving around cargo. No alarms seem to trip. No sirens start blaring. Nobody runs at you, challenging your appearance.
Okay.
Get in, get out, quick as we can.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use activate my stealth suit.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna step out of my mech.
Let me show you where you are.
That would be a good idea.
Let's change the scene. Here is your area.
Here we
I'm
go.
going to place your mechs for you. Oh, there's adequate.
Yeah.
There's a
He's
card.
your little guy.
Feel free to readjust your positions like relatively, but stay within that area if you wouldn't mind. That is where you arrive. And there's
It's
Echo.
gonna take a minute for me to. It's taking a minute for me to load. Hold
Is
on.
it on 97% for everybody else?
No.
It's okay. I'm just gonna jump back in. Hopefully it'll help.
You'll try reloading it if it doesn't get there for everybody.
How big the corridors in this place?
Enormous.
So big enough for a half-size mech to get through?
Oh, yeah. Big enough for 3. So you're just in the hangar bay. You are just flat out in the bay. You know that's where the control station is. You don't need to go any deeper into the corridors.
Fantastic.
This is the place. This is the buoy.
Reloading did not help.
Okay. Let me take you back. Everybody
looks
on
like
the cage?
Yeah, it looks like it didn't load for
Okay. I'm there.
just give it a sec. Everyone's reloading. Please hang tight.
We should have called this episode Murphy's Law. No
If
mech
only
pun,
we'd
no
have known.
nothing. Just
Like the Monty Python intermission music.
Yeah,
That's what I was imagining too.
Ooh, spit my sister once.
See, I was also going to go in the direction of ding 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 ding
Oh.
ding.
Somebody else is here. Gask?
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
we
here.
did
There's my
it.
little guy.
There's your tiny little guy.
Oh,
Come on. Why am I still stuck at 97%?
All right.
Feels bad.
Let's not worry about it too much.
Okay.
We've only got a few minutes left, so I will describe for you what you see. You see a vast hangar bay. You see cargo
there it
lining
is.
the walls.
Yeah.
You see enormous doors off to the left, at the northern end. Some pretty large doors off to the right. And at the southern end of the room, you see a sort of a half-size room, like a mezzanine room. And Gask, if Fiasco pulls up the schematics, you know that room is where the terminal is.
So we've seen these schematics, right?
Oh yeah, you've
Fiasco
had time
shared
to
them.
study them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not being a meanie about it. I'm showing everybody.
I will restart Foundry. Bear with me.
So I'm
This will
gonna.
kick your butt.
I am going to disembark Secondhand Hope, and I'm going to. I know I don't have to, but I leave instructions with my mech to essentially go with the group, just so it knows to, act as backup. And I'm gonna go. I am going to go quietly and stealthily in invisible mode. Huh? Oh, weird. Administrator access. That's not what I. Why did it do that? Okay, nope, it's okay. I just had to do something else. Okay.
So this hangar bay is where the computer that we need to upload is?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. Well, what is distraction team doing? Because we shouldn't be here for doing... Well, we should be here, but not here. I'm already confused on the plan.
I suppose going deeper somewhat just to give them something else to deal with is our focus now. Just to buy whatever attention and time we can away from this room. You ready, Flatland?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Carbon
there you
story is
go.
out.
So everybody got vision of that now.
I do not, but mine is
Yeah.
just taking a while to load, I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder if it's
should
just
take
too
a sec.
big a file.
Yeah, there's lots of files
So
trying to
chunky.
load.
I should really get rid of scenes. But I don't want to. They're real pretty.
It's real pretty.
Who needs a screen unless we're shooting people? We're fine.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
we're not
obviously,
shooting
Darcy won't make us go into a
Oh,
combat this
Amelia.
entire mission.
Unless we're shooting
Amelia.
people.
Okay, I'm not shooting people. That's not my job right now. Definitely still have my shotgun, but also.
So, if you haven't got it loaded up, it's on stream. Stream can see it.
Yeah.
I do see it.
So that will give you a vague sort of idea. You guys are all over here. This is where you've come in. Exit, cunningly marked. There is a lot of corridor back that way that you've already traversed to get here. But down here is almost like a little prefab room where the terminal is located. Up here, there are doors, and along here, there are doors. The little red things are spotlights. They didn't show up properly because they uploaded it in the wrong format, but never mind.
So their lights. Should probably avoid the lights.
I mean, it's all the whole area is lit. You can see. It's a little bit dim, but you can see quite easily. Nobody requires dark vision.
Is the
Oh,
terminal
just-
back far right? Or where's the terminal
Right in the
relative to?
bottom. In the bottom, down here.
Okay.
Here we go. Now I see it. Oh my god, I'm
Mac,
just a
there you
tiny
go.
little guy.
Teeny tiny, it's a big
Oh,
hangar.
yeah.
Shout out to Dungeon Draft. That was one of the greatest $20 I've ever spent. I had a hell of a
Thank you,
time making
Dungeon
this. It was
Draft.
so pretty.
Oh,
So,
there
yeah.
are plenty of walls for me.
Yes. Yeah, so all of these, so this is like a little loader vehicle. There's some cargo here, cargo. There's plenty of areas that you can use as surfaces, as cover, maybe, should it come to it. Don't know
Question.
why that would be relevant. Hello.
So I'm assuming how roleplay wise the flight systems, we don't use a lot of mechanics for it. Is it the same with invisibility? Because it says my mech, whenever it's my turn, it's invisible, but then it turns uninvisible at the end of my turn. But how does that mean roleplay wise when there's no turns? I'm just walking through a hangar.
I mean, yeah, from a narrative point of view, we can say, I think what I would say in that case is if you're moving, you are visible. But if you stand still, you are not. until we
Okay.
get into turn order.
Sounds
Rather
good.
than say that you are constantly one or the other to give you an unfair advantage or disadvantage, I think we'll just go with that.
Okay, because then I can stand nearby and almost physically guard, I guess.
Mhm.
Invisibility.
So the one thing that I forgot to do with the map, and that's my fault, not Dungeon Draft, is I didn't put a door on this little prefab room. But I'm gonna do a draw. It's there.
If you say there's a door, I believe you.
I'll blow it up. Oh, okay. You're going in a different direction.
I was more
I mean, I
taking the
could
route of,
also-
like, less
I could also
doors.
just
Sounds
make
good.
I could just make a hole roughly the shape of a Karrakin idiot.
roughly
Roughly
that shape.
I'm
Just
on.
Kool-Aid Man through.
Oh no! Ah, jeez.
You think I jest?
Oh, jeez.
No, Amelia.
Look, I'm on team infiltration. I can't do the dumb shit I did a few sessions ago.
So you dismounted. You are no longer a new mech.
Yeah, I'm no
Interesting
longer in my
choice.
mech.
Okay,
my
cool.
mech is doing its own thing.
We make you a little bit smaller. 5'5". 5'5". There you are. You are just a small person.
Okay, wait. So, student. Sorry, my grandma was like, "This is delicious. Have a muffin." So I was like, "Okay, I'll have a muffin." Thanks.
Aw.
I mean, we're only jealous because we don't have muffins.
I
Yeah,
would
share
totally
with the
offer
class.
you a muffin. My
Right?
grandma's really sweet. She'd probably offer you guys muffins too if you were in
Well,
the
we
room.
appreciate that, Anne's grandma.
She's a darling. Anyway, I love her.
Can I pick a renegade up in mech?
No. I'm out of my mech for a reason. I'm
But you
doing
still
this
need to
old
get
school
over to the
stuff.
door though.
Well, I mean, I'll go to the door with my mech and then disembark there.
Okay.
Like, I'll have my mech guarding and stuff.
Because I have a feeling we're gonna hit a tripwire or something before the door. Darcy's describing this as way too quiet.
Look, I don't know why you don't trust. I've never ever hurt you, any of you. Nobody's ever
I'm-
structured in this game.
No.
I'm just having nothing but Star Fox 64 voice lines going through my head of like, it's quiet, too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap. It's just that's
Okay,
all I'm
so-
hearing in my head right now.
Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm on secondhand hope until I get to the door, and then I'll park my mech to guard the area.
Mhm.
I'm just like, if anything moves that isn't your teammate, shoot it, and then jump out.
It's cool.
And I'll like manually stick the digikey in myself, I guess. Like,
All right. I'm fiddling with things that I don't need to be fiddling with. That's cool. So yes, so you make your way over to the door, and then you dismount,
Mhm.
and you attempt to open that door.
oh yeah, I'm gonna. Can I see if there's a like a way to like, is it networked in any way, like a
Mhm.
tech thing? Like, can I like break into it, unlock it,
Mhm.
you know, in a subtle way that won't?
I think we established on Begum that you are capable of, like, you can see when things are networked. You can kind of see
I do have
electrical
the
activity.
yeah, I
subjectivity.
do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do have a suite. Like, I came prepared.
Okay.
So could I just hack the thing and
Mm-hmm.
hack the door instead of blowing it up?
And
Or-
do you have a character in this game who can do hacking?
I can do the. Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's so
Hey.
good.
It's the content people want from me apparently.
That's what I hear.
No, I legit did a poll. Your character should do more hacking. I'm like, okay. Okay, so hacker fix trigger.
Absolutely that one.
Let's go. Plus
That
4.
roll. Oh yeah.
Oh.
A few
Okay.
keystrokes, a few moments of just cajoling the code to be in the shape that you want it to be. It's barely even hacking. It's more just altering the state of reality. And the door beep slides open.
Okay. I will enter this room, and I will do a subdermal communication to Trixie and say, "I'm in."
All right.
Can we
Trixie,
also be
go
near
ahead.
the door? I'm so sorry.
No, please locate yourselves as you wish.
I'm just gonna be just outside.
It's
Will
just
that
there.
work?
That's a great place to be. You good there, Fiasco?
I was on the ruler one.
You can hit space.
You
I know.
foundry chips with Amelia. Hell yeah.
That's why they call him Fiasco.
Oh, I should put Trixie out. Hang on. NPCs, Horizon Ephemera. Trixie goes. I think Trixie's gonna go there. Strap's gonna go there. Beautiful. I will fix the labels so that they all come up correctly next time. I forgot to do that. I apologize. Okay. You'll follow Renegade as she makes her way, not follow, but take up a guard position as Renegade makes her way inside. It's an empty room. There are several terminals. Some of them make some soft beeping sounds. Most of them seem to be dormant, in sleep mode.
I would like to try to kind of essentially go stealth mode on the network. I would like to mask my own signals and everything and try to insert the digikey, but do it stealthily if I can.
Okay. Any particular terminal call out to you?
Still can't see any of it because my computer is being.
Oh.
Actually, did you because I know earlier you had to do a thing to.
For the vision? No, that's.
No?
You should have
Okay.
vision.
Okay. Oh, in that case, I have no idea why. I'm gonna
That's all right. I'll choose one for you. They're all I'll be honest with you. The same thing's gonna happen with every single one of them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna plug it in there.
Okay, cool. You approach the terminal and tap one input, and it springs to life. A soft green glow erupts from all the keys, and a screen fizzles into life ahead of you. And for a second, it is blank, and then green pixels begin shimmering across it. And then a face appears. And at the same time that you recognize the face of Lady Agori, the door behind you slams shut, and a hissing noise begins to come from the vents in the ceiling of the room. At the same time as this is happening, these giant, massive hangar bay doors at the top of this room slide open, and the rest of you see an enormous mech thunder into the room. Da, 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 da. Lady Agori's face, whether it can see you or not, you're unsure, says, "This ends here. This ends now. You did well. Not well enough." The screen blinks off. And that is the final cliffhanger that I'm going to leave you on this season, ladies and gents. You know I had to do
the
it to
mech's
him.
nice and colorful.
I'm so excited to play with this mech. You've got no idea.
I was so close to being like, hey, is that room big enough for me to fit into? Should I go in with Anne? But then I was like, no, Anne doesn't need me to hold her hand. She'll be fine. She's a badass.
I gave you so much time.
Nope. I'm going to. Yeah. No. You were totally telegraphing this, and I did it anyway.
I broke
it's
Anne.
fine.
I think I broke Anne. It's all good. This is what we
Oh,
aim
God.
for. This is what we aim for. All right. Thank you so. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much to everybody involved with this tonight, because we got off to a bit of a bumpy start, but by the time we got going, you couldn't even guess. You wouldn't even have known. What pros we have here at Girls Run These Worlds. Absolute shout out for everybody. Everybody give Calamity a round of applause. Her first stream producing, she stepped in at the last minute. I don't know if it was the last minute. Stepped in, stepped up. Unflappable, incredible.
And
This
has
show
been
wouldn't be
hyping us up
happening,
all the time.
right? The show wouldn't be happening right now if it wasn't for Calamity. Fuck yes. So everybody else involved, I will give you a chance to go around and say who you are, who you've been, where we can see you in the long break between now and the season finale next week. I'm not even looking at Twitch, so I can't see. Let's pick somebody who hasn't gone first yet. Let's pick Gask.
God, I knew as soon as you said somebody who hasn't gone first yet.
No, I picked Amelia one time and Angela one time, so now it's you.
I know.
I wanted to give Anne a second to recover.
I'm really the kid that doesn't make eye contact with the teacher, just praying that they don't get picked.
Did you do your homework?
Hello, my name is Gaskinator. You can find me, yes, here, and on Sundays at Tavernauts channel, where we're doing a similar sci-fi setting, except there's more aliens, less mechs. We have a raccoon on our team. That's fun. I play like a space Harley Quinn there. Very fun. I get to blow people up, and I got traumatized twice already because the Scum and Villainy Blades in the Dark game. Very bad at managing my stress. But yeah, somehow that character's more stressed out than Fiasco is. So you can find me over there at Sundays for the next while, I think. And yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Awesome. We'd love to see it. Love to see it. Let's go this way. Angela, hi.
I'm ready to fight God, in this case, a giant-ass mech for whom size means nothing to me. Hello there, lovelies. My name is Angela. I use she, her pronouns, and I've been playing Valkyrie. I will be here on Girls Run These Worlds tomorrow night at 8 p.m. EST for our Dark Rights and Other Forms of Exploitation campaign. And yeah, we ended on a cliffhanger before we went on our 1 week going dark as a channel. And over there, we're about to have a brawl as well. So I'm going to go from being left on a cliffhanger here to trying to go finish a brawl and maybe protect some other people, and also gay things, because gay feelings. Constant. This is a constant throughout all my characters. You can find me and my game designs over on Voice of the Phoenix on itch.io. You can find me on Philosophem on Patreon for all of my writings, which include creature designs and original music. And you can also find me on TTRPG, T with a TEA, channel on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EST for a Wanderhome series that's going in for the rest of the month, where I wrote the theme for our game, which is called Tales from the Dewdrop, with the theme called Strolling Through Memory. And I'm available as a freelance musician to write themes for you. I do good work, I do my own editing and such, and I make good, fun, wholesome pieces, and occasionally dark, edgy stuff as well, if need be, because I hold multitudes. That is me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Are you prepared?
Hi, everyone. My name is Anne. I just got extremely smacked in the face with my mommy issues. You can find me at XO_Girl_Wonder. I'm usually in chat modding for this channel. I'm also on Twitter under the same username. I play a Power Ranger on Mondays. I play a vampire on Sundays who has one brain cell for politics and another brain cell for violence. So that's me. Wow, this outro.
No, I had to do it to you. I only had one more chance.
No,
Amelia, bring us home, please.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Amelia. My pronouns are she, her. I have been playing Talia, call sign Flatwound, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at am_rids_music. And again, if you've listened before, the only thing I do other than this really is I am the editor and the voice of Matcha on Bring Your Own Mech. I do all the music for it as well. Another Lancer actual play podcast. I just released an album of all the music used in the show 2.5 weeks ago. And Darcy's a big fan. Darcy's just a big fan in general, so
Yeah.
I carry that as my
I
pride.
like things as a
I
general
like
rule.
things.
I like things, but I like
Darcy, what's your favorite song?
of that album.
Leather and Lead.
Well, that's pretty good, but the theme tune just goes real hard. The theme tune starts as soon as you open the SoundCloud page, and it's just vibes, absolute vibe.
And that's it. Woo!
That's all. I just do all those things. You're all so, and I know everybody does this, you all downplay yourself. You're all incredible. I love this cast. I can't believe we only have one episode left. I have a lot of feelings about it. I've been JC Darcy Aishi, their pronouns. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for everybody's support throughout this entire run. Thank you for sticking with us while we took a week off and went dark. And thank you for coming back. We're glad to be here. Stick around this channel this evening. Roll for Luck, our Anchor campaign, ongoing D&D 5e campaign, which is full of laughs and love and good RP. Stick around for that. Right now, we're going to go and raid Starlight Tales. Oh, I didn't talk about me. I do other things too. What do? They're all Lancer related because I have hyperfixation. You can find me on The Last Caravan RPG on Sundays. It is 3 p.m. BST, which is 10 a.m. EST, which is 8 a.m. MST. It's a good, nice, lazy sort of Sunday morning show to watch. We blow things up, we romance, we keep secrets from one another. Occasionally we find out each other's secrets, and it's very dramatic. And that's all I got going at the minute. I got a couple games coming out. I'm going to go and do some other things as well. It's all in the works and I can't talk about it. But yeah, you will find me back here Wednesday next. Same time, same channel for the finale. Let's see how they get themselves out of this one. But yeah, right now we're going to go raid
That's
Starlight
so
Tales.
optimistic of you.
It'll be fine. You keep rolling the way you've been rolling this evening, you're going to be fine. Absolutely fine.
It's me. It's me we're talking about.
It's so great. Keep that luck. It'll be wonderful. All right, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, everybody. Stick around and go and watch the raid. Send them our love. Send them our support. Be nice guests. And we'll see you soon.